Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a mind-bending what-if from history that involves one of the greatest minds ever to live. We all know Albert Einstein for EMC2, his wild hair, and changing our understanding of the universe. But did you know he almost became a head of state? That's right, the man who unlocked the secrets of the cosmos was once offered the presidency of a country. Picture this. It's 1952. The world is still rebuilding and redefining itself after the Second World War. A new nation, Israel, is just 4 years old, finding its footing on the world stage. Its first president, a renowned chemist and leader named Chaim Weizmann, has just passed away. The young country is in mourning, and it needs a figurehead, someone with global respect, moral authority, and the ability to inspire a nation of immigrants and survivors. So, who do you call? The Prime Minister at the time, David Ben-Gurion, had an idea that was, well, genius. He thought, let's ask the most respected and famous Jewish person on the planet. And that person was none other than Albert Einstein. At this point, Einstein was 73 years old, living in Princeton, New Jersey. He was a global superstar, a symbol of intellectual brilliance and humanitarian values. The Israeli government officially extended the offer to him. Imagine receiving that letter. It wasn't a ceremonial offer either. They were serious. They saw Einstein as a beacon of integrity who could unite the diverse population of the new state and represent it with dignity. An Israeli diplomat was sent to Princeton with the formal proposal. The government even promised that they would make every accommodation for him. He could continue his scientific work completely uninterrupted. They essentially told him, "You just have to be our president. We'll handle the rest." They believed his mere presence would elevate the nation's status and provide a moral compass. So what did Einstein do? Did he pack his bags and prepare to trade his study in Princeton for a presidential residence in Jerusalem? Nope. He politely but firmly turned it down. His response is just as fascinating as the offer itself. It reveals so much about his character and his profound self-awareness. In his official letter of refusal, Einstein expressed his deep gratitude. He was touched and saddened by the passing of President Weizmann, whom he respected greatly. But he explained that he was simply not the right man for the job. He wrote, and this is a direct quote, "I am deeply moved by the offer from our state of Israel, and at once saddened and ashamed that I cannot accept it." He went on to give his reasons. He said, "All my life I have dealt with objective matters, hence I lack both the natural aptitude and the experience to deal properly with people and to exercise official functions." Think about that for a second. The man who could grasp the complexities of space-time felt he wasn't equipped for the complexities of human politics. He was a physicist, a thinker, a man of ideas, not a politician. He felt he was too old and that his entire life's work was in the realm of science, not statecraft. He also famously added, "I am the more distressed over these circumstances because my relationship with the Jewish people has become my strongest human bond, ever since I became fully aware of our precarious situation among the nations of the world." This shows it wasn't a lack of commitment to his heritage or to the state of Israel. It was a deeply personal assessment of his own abilities. He knew his strengths, and he also knew his limitations. It's a lesson in humility from one of the smartest people who ever lived. He knew that being a genius in one field doesn't automatically make you an expert in another. Despite declining the presidency, Einstein's connection to Israel was profound and lifelong. He was a passionate supporter of Zionism, though he envisioned a state where Jews and Arabs could coexist peacefully. Long before the state was even founded, he was instrumental in one of its most important institutions. He helped establish the Hebrew University of Jerusalem in 1918. Alongside other prominent figures like Sigmund Freud and Chaim Weizmann himself. He saw it as a vital center for Jewish intellectual and cultural life. In fact, upon his death in 1955, Einstein bequeathed his entire literary estate and personal papers to the Hebrew University. That's right, his original manuscripts, his letters, his scientific notes, they all reside in Jerusalem today. His archives are a priceless treasure, allowing scholars to study his work and his life in incredible detail. So in a way, while he was never its president, his intellectual spirit became a permanent part of the nation's fabric. It's truly one of history's most fascinating footnotes. Can you imagine President Einstein? What would his speeches have been like? Would he have explained foreign policy using analogies about the theory of relativity? It's fun to think about. But ultimately, Einstein made the choice he felt was right, staying true to himself and his life's calling. He chose the universe of science over the world of politics, and perhaps we're all better off for it. His legacy wasn't in leading a nation, but in expanding the horizons of human knowledge for all of humanity. What do you guys think? Would Einstein have been a good president? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. It's a fun historical what-if to debate. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this little trip into a hidden corner of history, please hit that like button and make sure you resubscribed for more stories you might not have heard before. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Until next time, stay curious.